Hello. Now I am going to talk to you about Incoterms 2020. My name is Humaira. I retired from State Bank. I'm a faculty taking up sessions for CDCS, Certified Documentary Credit Specialist, conducted by LIBF. Over the last decade, I'm continuing taking the sessions, and shortly I'll be launching my website, Success to CDCS. You can get the complete material, the video recordings of all the chapters, the PowerPoint presentations, the documentation. You can also get all the basket and simulation questions and the mock tests. Meanwhile, I thought I would share with you Incoterms in YouTube. Today we will be talking about CIF, cost insurance. As we all know, the seller and the buyer enter into a contract, and the seller in this picture we can see is an exporter in Beijing, China. The buyer, the importer, is in India. Now the exporter, to export the goods, they have to go through a process. The inland transportation, then the customs at the port, and then the carriage. It can be by air, it can be by truck, it can be by ship. Again the customs, then the inland transportation, and to the buyer. What is that which we should look when we are looking at an Incoterm? Whether it is by sea, whether it is restricted only to waterway, that is sea or inland waterway, or whether it is applicable to all modes of transport. This is the point to be looked into. Next, what is the delivery point from where the seller shifts his responsibility to the buyer and the buyer responsibility starts? So based on these delivery points, ICC brought out in January 2020 11 Incoterms, and these 11 Incoterms are related to the obligations of the buyer and the seller, the risk, the costs, which party is responsible for the costs like packing, loading, security, terminal charges. All these are related to the cost and the responsibility. So the risk, responsibility and costs are very important, and these are related to the delivery. Now let us take the 11 Incoterms. They start with X work, that is E, which I've explained to you in my previous video. There are 3 letters with F: free carrier, free alongside ship, and free on board. All these 3 were explained in the previous videos. And with the letter C, we have CFR, cost and freight, CIF, cost, insurance and freight, CPT, carriage paid to, CIP, carriage and insurance paid to. Then we have 3 D terms in the destination country, that is delivered at place, unloaded, and delivered duty paid. So in this video we are talking about CIF, cost, insurance and freight. As you can see, I have used the word port besides CIF. So that is, it is restricted to sea or inland waterway transport, similar to CFR. So CIF is ideally suited where the exporter has direct access to the vessel for loading, where the exporter has direct access to the vessel for loading. It could be for bulk cargoes or non-containerized goods. Because for containerized goods, it is difficult to bring the containers to the terminal at the port. So CIP can be used instead. So look at this slide. On the left side, you find the exporter who is exporting iron ore from Orissa. There is an importer in Shanghai, China. He is having a steel factory. The right side you can see. Now, this exporter, he does in his warehouse, he is having all the iron ore. He does the packing of those goods, takes it for the inland transport, loads in the inland transport. You can see the truck there. And then it arrives at the port, the Visakhapatnam port. Here he has to pay the customs. There will be some freight forwarder charges. There will also be the terminal charges. freight forwarder who is going to handle the cargo, handling charges. Then at the Visakhapatnam port, he has also to pay the terminal charges, origin terminal charges. Then loading on the carriage. Then the ocean freight from Visakhapatnam port to Shanghai port, it has to go by the ship. So the ocean port charges, ocean freight charges. So here you see what is the difference between CFR and CIF. The word I stands for insurance. So in CIF, the seller has another responsibility added. And in Incoterms 2020, the seller is required to obtain minimum insurance cover. Minimum insurance cover comprising with Institute Cargo Clauses C. Institute Cargo Clauses C in the buyer's name. In the buyer's name. Yeah, he is supposed to take the insurance, our seller. And you can see in the bracket it is written IUA LMA. What is IUA? It is as per International Underwriting Association. So this Insurance Institute Cargo Clause C is as per International Underwriting Association, or LMA, Lloyd's Market Association. What is LMA? Lloyd's Market Association. So if you come across these two words, IUA, LMA, we should know that IUA stands for International Underwriting Association. LMA stands for Lloyd's Marketing Association. Now, this seller is responsible to take the minimum insurance cover as per Incoterms 2020, comprising Institute Cargo Clauses C in the buyer's name. So after paying the ocean freight charges, then the vessel arrives at Shanghai port. So till Shanghai port, it is the seller's responsibility from his warehouse packing to Shanghai port. Here at Shanghai port, the buyer is responsible for paying the customs, unloading charges, import duty taxes. Then with the inland transport, you can see the small yellow truck, the inland transportation to the Shanghai steel factory. So what do we understand in CIF? The CIF is similar to CFR. It is used or restricted to sea or inland waterway transport. CIF is ideally suited where exporter has direct access to the vessel for loading. Bulk cargoes, non-containerized goods. For containerized goods, CIP is used instead. So how does the seller do the procedure? He will deliver the goods cleared for export, load them on the ship, pay for the ocean freight. He will cover the cost of insurance and freight to the named port of destination, that is Shanghai port. So the risk is transferred as soon as the goods have been loaded on board the vessel. You can see the red arrow on the vessel. So the risk is transferred as soon as the goods have been loaded on board the vessel. And the seller is required to obtain minimum insurance cover as per IUA LMA in buyer's name. Institute Cargo Clauses C. IUA, International Underwriting Association. LMA, Lloyd's Market Association. So till the Shanghai port, the seller is responsible. So in summarizing, we will say the seller at his warehouse does all the packing, loads on the inland transport, charges delivery to the port or the place. He will pay the freight forwarder charges, the person who is handling the logistics, the cargo, customs charges, terminal charges at Visakhapatnam port. Then he will also pay loading onto the carriage, the ocean freight charges, and one extra from CFR, that is insurance. In Incoterms 2020, the minimum Institute Cargo Clause C is to be obtained by the seller in favor of the buyer. So CIF is ideally suited where the exporter has direct access to the vessel for loading. So this Incoterm is insurance covered. So whenever there is insurance coverage like CIF or even in CIP, one of the documents that will be arriving to the bank is the insurance copy. So make sure whenever CIF and CIP is there, insurance is one of the documents to be presented. So how do we write in field 45A in MT 700? Suppose Shanghai Steel Factory fellow is obtaining 50,000 of iron ore. He is importing. So we will write 50,000 tons iron ore. CIF Terminal XYZ Shanghai, which means up to Shanghai Terminal XYZ, he is responsible. Seller is responsible. Thank you.